A lot of people turning 65 assume Medicare kicks in automatically, that the government knows when your birthday is and takes care of everything. And for some people, that's actually true. But for a lot of others, it's not. And if you're in that second group and you don't know it, you could end up with a penalty that follows you for the rest of your life, added to your Medicare bill every single month, permanently. My name is Nathan Wright. I am a licensed Medicare advisor and co-author of 64 Plus, your ultimate guide to Medicare and retirement planning. I've helped hundreds of families navigate this exact moment, and the automatic enrollment question is one of the most common and costly misunderstandings I see. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly whether you're in the automatic enrollment group or whether you need to sign up yourself, what to do and when, so you don't accidentally end up with a penalty that you can never get rid of. Before we get into it though, if you're new here, hit subscribe. I put out videos every week like this to help people turning 65 get Medicare right for the first time. Let's start with the myth, because it's an understandable one. Most people just assume that the government already has their birthday on file and will send them a Medicare card the moment they turn 65. This feels reasonable, and it's the exact assumption that leads to a lifetime late enrollment penalty for the people who don't actually qualify for automatic enrollment. So let's close that gap right now. And here's who does get enrolled automatically. If you're already receiving Social Security benefits before you turn 65, meaning you claim Social Security early at 62, 63, or 64, Medicare enrolls you automatically in both Part A and Part B when you turn 65. Your red, white, and blue card shows up in the mail about 3 months before your birthday. You don't have to do anything. That card is your confirmation. There's a smaller, less known version of this same rule for people who receive retirement benefits through the Railroad Retirement Board instead of Social Security. If that's you and you're already collecting those benefits before 65, the same automatic enrollment applies. Your card comes, enrollment happens, no action needed on your end. Now, here's who does not get automatic enrollment, and this is where it gets important. If you're not receiving Social Security or Railroad retirement benefits when you turn 65, Medicare will not automatically enroll you. You have to go sign yourself up. This is the group that catches people off guard. A lot of folks in this situation are still working, still covered through insurance through their employer, and haven't started Social Security yet because they're waiting, often to get a bigger benefit at 66, 67, or even 70. That's a completely reasonable decision to make, but it does not mean Medicare isn't going to come looking for you. So if you're in that second group, timing matters a lot. Everyone turning 65 gets what's called an Initial Enrollment Period. It's a 7-month window. It starts 3 months before the month you turn 65, includes your birthday month, and runs 3 months after. That's your window. If you need to sign up on your own and you miss it without a qualifying reason, the late enrollment penalty kicks in. For Part B, that's 10% added to your premium for every 12-month period you were eligible but didn't enroll. And it doesn't go away. It stays with you for as long as you have Medicare. There's one important exception, and it protects people who are still working past 65 with coverage through a current employer's group health plan. If that's your situation, you may be able to delay Part B without any penalty at all. When you eventually leave that job or lose that coverage, you get an 8-month special enrollment period to sign up. The key word there is current employer coverage. COBRA and retiree coverage don't count. This is exactly the kind of situation where a quick conversation with an advisor before you make any decisions is worth its weight in gold. Here in Hendersonville, just outside of Nashville, I see this mix-up all the time. So let me paint you with a real picture of how it plays out. Picture someone who turned 65, was still working, had good coverage through their job, and figured they'd deal with Medicare later. They retire at 68. They assume they can just sign up then. They can, but if they didn't have qualifying coverage, those 3 years of delay just added 30% to their Part B premium for life. That's not a scare tactic. That's a math problem. And it's one that's completely avoidable once you know which group you're in. If this is helpful, I actually cover all of this in a lot more detail in my free live Medicare workshop online. It's only about 30 to 40 minutes. It's completely free, and we go live multiple times a week. You can grab your spot at medi65.com/workshop. The link is also in the description. So how do you check your own status right now? Here's the simplest way. Log into ssa.gov or call Social Security directly at 1-800-772-1213 and ask them. If you're already receiving Social Security benefits, you can confirm your Medicare enrollment is on the way. If you're not yet receiving Social Security, that's your signal. You'll need to actively sign up, and you'll want to know your enrollment window. If you're in the group that needs to act, signing up is generally straightforward. You can do it online at ssa.gov, by phone with Social Security, or in person at your local Social Security office. The process isn't complicated. The only thing that makes it complicated is not knowing you need to do it in the first place, which is exactly why I made this video. So let's make it crystal clear before you go. There are two groups. Group 1, you're already receiving Social Security or railroad retirement before 65. You get automatic enrollment and your card comes in the mail. Group 2, everyone else, you need to sign up during your initial enrollment period or you risk a permanent late penalty. Know which group you're in, and if you're not sure, check now, not later. If this video helped you, do me a favor, hit subscribe and share it with anyone you know who's getting close to 65. It might save them a real headache. If you're turning 65 soon and you want all of your Medicare questions answered in one place for free, no obligation, join me at my next live Medicare workshop. It's only 30 to 40 minutes and we run it several times a week, so there's always a session coming up. Register at medi65.com/workshop or click on the link in the description. And if you want the free Medicare guide I mentioned, grab that at medi65.com/book. I'll see you at the workshop.